Hello there, and as usual, I'm Aaron from Let's Stay Gamers, and welcome. So today we're taking a look at another beautiful creation from the Steam Workshop. Now, this ship is the Everest Heavy Battle Cruiser, or just a heavy cruiser. I added the word battle in for some reason, but this is designed by Himsa, and it is one of them ships where you could take a ruler to it. It's extremely straight in design, and you guys know how I love my curves, but this is just a perfect example of how you can build a very square or rectangular type of ship and still have plenty of detail going on to it. So we'll do a tour of the exterior and then we'll pop inside to see what beauty lies within. So going around the front, we've got this very beautiful but very simple little thrust design. So at the bottom, we've got ourselves 5 large ion thrusters, and at the top we've got ourselves a hydrogen one to bring us to a stop quite quickly. Now, check this little cool little bit. There's some sort of venting or extra detail that he's added on here. You can see how he's staggered the blocks off in that section, and he's also put the blast door blocks on the top there, just added a little bit of venting. It also makes it look like it's some sort of gun. This whole ship actually looks like some sort of futuristic weapon, just missing the trigger handle. But as we come down into this lower area, you can see he's added them red blast door blocks just to add a little bit of contrast in the design. And I'm always going on about this, but recessing turrets isn't super functional, but it does certainly create a beautiful look. So across there we've got the 5 missile batteries just waiting to tear apart an enemy ship. And down below we have got ourselves 3 Gatling guns and another 6 rocket launchers. So of course they can only fire sideways in a volley, but they're extremely protected from the front and rear. We've also got a beacon tucked away in here. A very nice little idea to protect your rocket battery. So as we move a little bit further back here, you'll notice 2 things that I really do like about this. You can see how he's extended out to put his iron thrusters in the side there. He's also created this little detailed area with these pillars, as well as the detailing area on the top. It is as simple as just creating some blast door blocks and putting some half blocks together, as well as some of the round blocks, and you can fill up these sort of void areas with some very interesting, intricate details. So as we come down into this area, you can see he's worked the same way in the thrusters, so he's actually added some sort of what it feels like to be venting on the side here with them half sort of slanted blocks, as well as them red highlights going without. So on this bottom area of the ship, we actually have a number of hangar bays. So we've got 3 repeating on the other side, as well as a little bit venting on the back there. So you can see how it curves into this section as well. So it's not exactly a curve, it's kind of a straight line, but it's very nice. And as it comes into this section, we've got ourselves 2 little sections of double turrets, and this is just a really nice sort of design area coming from the point of having a different sort of turret on your actual ship. So as it comes up into this area, you can see he's used the staircases, and he just vented that all into this little camera so you can see where you're firing your forward batteries. So continuing along here, you can see we've got some more details with them exposed conveyors on the top, as well as a housing area for the iron thrusters. We'll just check this little housing here for some more antenna arrays. It looks like there's some communication devices going on there, definitely. And as we come to the rear, we've got these 2 sort of fake tank looking components, very nice bit of detail, and we've got ourselves another rocket battery going on here, and we also have 2 Gatling guns. So coming to the rear thrust pack, what have we got? Well, along the bottom we've got 5 heavy thrusters, so they're going to be the hydrogen type, and then up the side we've got ourselves another 5 iron thrusters down the side. Just a very nice little combination. It's going to provide us with a lot of functional power, most definitely. So let's dip ourselves inside. So we'll head straight in through the hangar bay below the connector port there, and we'll see what sort of hangars we've got offered. We've got a very spacious sort of cabin. So if I pop my character into here, you can see I really like the actual interior layout here. You can see we've got 2 connectors either side, so it can account for different ships of different sorts of scales in here. We've got an upper storage pad, we've got a lower storage pad, we've also got a storage pad up here. That's really important. A lot of people don't take this for granted. They expect the ships to be docked on the connectors all the time, but there's sometimes when you need to do maintenance, you need to find an area for that. So we'll continue to the rear of the ship for the moment. I'll disactivate my jetpack, and we'll walk through this sort of airlock into the hydrogen thrusters. You can see something they say a lot of creators doing now is they paint the hydrogen thrusters orange, so you can see that's just a little hydrogen storage area. We've also got an access way below us, I believe, or maybe it's just detailing. No, it could just be detailing. So as if we come into this area, we'll continue moving forward. So to access these larger hangar areas, you can see we've got this little vent shaft going on along the side where you can access it from your port here with a little door. And let's just continue on through the actual decks of this ship. So we've had a look at the hangar, and if we drop down here, I was going to eat my own words from before. So you can see we can actually access into the lower deck here. So we've got the conveyor system going under here. What's great about this conveyor system, if it's damaged, you can see where it's damaged and you can repair it so when it's necessary. So that's all underneath the hangar area that we've seen. So let's just pop ourselves back up above the deck and move ourselves forward into this section. So you can see we can vent ourselves back up into here. We'll pop this door open and we can access the upper deck. And once we've accessed the upper deck, we can continue going up and we access the upper hangar as well. So just a great sort of idea of how you can access them various areas. So let's actually have a look a little bit further. So we access into this room, we have ourselves the staircase. Now the staircase is going to allow us to navigate, obviously the little room in the other side was where them hydrogen thrusters were stored. But we can continue up through here, through this glass reactor room that I really do like the look of. This ship does have a really nice interior. Just check that reactor room out. So you can see as that goes up through multiple levels. This is just a ship that you'd have to download and really explore for yourself to find all the details. I'm trying to cover it as quickly as possible. So you can see we've got another one of these rooms. Just look at that. That is just simply jump drivers, but created in that ball sort of shape. It looks so much better. And there's the staircase for the other side. So let's continue going off into the rear section. So if we drop down here, oh actually we don't drop down. Let's go up into back into the main staircase here. We continue navigating up past the reactor floor and into this floor here. So you can see another really intricately detailed cryo chamber area. Look at that, multiple stacks. So you can have many bodies working upon the ship. Well, let's continue going forward through the actual ship itself. And it's one of them sort of ships where if a player attacks it, he's going to get lost inside. So we've got med bays, got some fake bunk beds stored here, another light chamber, and we've got access to the outside world with these little stations so we can get troops outside if we need. Very important indeed. Going through here, we've got turrets, and we have the main control room with various monitors set up. So we'll pop ourselves into here for the moment, and you can see just what sort of controls we have. So you can see the actual main control room is very securely placed in the center of the ship there. So let's power this thing up and have a look at what sort of control we've got. So we've got quite a stiff movement, but that's what you'd kind of expect for a ship at this side, but we've got very good on the thrust pack. So if you accelerate for a ship of this mass, we can actually accelerate quite fast, and we can still turn. For a heavy cruiser, this is probably exactly what you need when it comes to how it performs. So if we shut off our hydrogen, let's see how slow we stop. Oh, quite well actually. Then ion thrusters doing quite a good job, but with of course hydrogen we do stop a lot faster because we've got one on either side as well, slowing us down. But a very nice build indeed. Check out the link in the description below and make sure you search through the rest of this interior yourself. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.